would those changes have actually been so much to affect the outcome of that match is what I'm saying. And I'm saying in the 3 replays that we've seen so far, I don't think so. I think the outcomes would have been the same. And I don't know if they were good examples of why that the patch should have been implemented or why those changes were implemented, but, I don't know. I'd like to see some pure examples of why the thought process was on that. And let me just be 100% clear. I'm for this patch. I think it's a good thing, and I think that if it didn't happen, I would have been okay too. I respect that the amount of work that Blizzard has put into trying to listen to the community at this point in the game is just amazing. There is not another game in history that's been so old that still has a dedicated team listening to the community of players that are playing it and trying to make things better for them. Now they're not listening; they're not agreeing to the wants. I think a lot of average players were saying all the things that we wanted to see happen. We wanted these things. We didn't really need them. We didn't need this patch. I don't think we needed any changes. A lot of the changes that were being suggested, were they good ones? Some of them were good ones, yeah. And could the game have been fine with those changes implemented? Sure. But that's not because the patches needed to be implemented. That's because we evolve as players. We take the game that we've been given and we run with it. We think of ways of dealing with these problems. That's the whole point of real-time strategy games, is saying this is the perceived balance or imbalance of the game, and this is how we've evolved to adapt. This is how we've adapted to beat it. So that's my whole point. I actually try to run away from responding to 1.22 threads because, again, I'm the lone soul out there fighting for, I'm like a Karun advocate. I like all the stuff that Blizzard's been doing with the new community team. I'm a big fan of all their work, and I'm happy with the changes. It's not that, and it just disheartening to me to see the community that I love, the WCR community, so ignorant and disrespectful to a lot of the things that have been happening with it. I don't know. There's just a lack of knowledge, and I can't even go on. I don't want to hurt your feelings, guys. This is just how I feel, how I view things, and I know I'm probably one of the only people that does that. I want to hype on member audio commentaries for a second. So check on the member audio commentary section. We've actually brought on Patience, not as an audio commentator. However, he has joined our writing staff, and he's going to be making some interesting strategy articles for WC Replays, which is interesting. He made a great Night Elf primer, he called it, in the member audio commentary section. I have not listened to the entire thing. I did listen to bits and pieces of it while I was at work, but I don't have I don't have Warcraft 3 over there, so I can't watch the replays. I was just listening to the audio of it. So yeah, definitely give it a listen for Patience in the member audio commentary section. Also, there's a lot of new blood over there too. I usually like to say their names, and I forgot to write them all down this time, but I do remember seeing some new audio commentators there. It's important that I don't know if the section gets enough push because of where it's located at, its actual location. There was actually a suggestion by, I think, Octavia or Unlike or somebody in the site section, suggestions for the site to move the member audio commentaries section up or to make it more visible to players. I don't know if that's really the problem. I just don't think people know it's there, and it takes people like me posting about it or having a link to it in my signature and telling people to go look at member audio commentary sections in my audio commentaries. That's the best I can do. Other people, if they like member audio commentaries, they need to support member audio commentaries, that section too, by maybe putting links in your signature, or telling people, hey, I saw this great member audio commentary, why don't you check it out? Talk to them on whatever MIRC or some chat or whatever you guys are doing, or even in Warcraft 3 on Battle.net or GG Client, whatever you guys happen to be doing. So give props to member audio commentators. Who knows? A lot of those people that are started off as member audio commentators will end up coming to staff someday, and we'll see a lot of their content featured on the front page. Do appreciate you guys listening to my audio commentary. I'd like to make more of them, more often. It's just I've kind of lost the excitement. I've done a lot of audio commentary so far. I've been with the site for a long time, and there's nothing new for me at the moment. So maybe with this patch, we'll see some new things coming, and that'll inspire me to make some more audio commentaries. I'd like to thank everybody who helped me with my radio gig back in, it was probably like 2 months ago, I think. A lot of people actually called the radio station up and sent in donations. And I thank you so much for that. And I've got credits to those guys in my staff profile on the forums. Unfortunately, that experience turned out really bad for me. The station manager was kind of offended that I went so far as to telling people to send money in and tell them that there was a possibility of me getting an actual kind of talk gig on their station when that was never going to happen. He said, it was a music station. They didn't ever want to do anything talk. It was going to be kind of... I could have gotten some experience there as a DJ, but I just kind of dropped everything. I didn't have a really good vibe I was getting from the station manager. He seemed really arrogant with the... it's an independent music station, and they kind of have this air of arrogance about them, that, oh, you listen to mainstream, or, oh, you don't listen to independent musicians, so I'm better than you because I do, kind of thing. I don't know. It was just a weird environment. I didn't like it. Give Me 5 has kind of taken a downfall. We lost Smerbeck from staff. He decided to leave, and I don't know, I saw something about on that I think he had some kind of bad experience at WCR Place. Hopefully not with me or not with anybody else, but I had good experiences with him. He was a really good contributor to Give Me 5, and I talked to him a whole lot, through PMs, and he's actually local to where I live. I've never met him, but he's within my city actually somewhere that I'm living in at the moment. Anyway, I don't know what's happening with Give Me 5. I might revisit it and do it in a different way. Friginators has kind of said that he doesn't really want to contribute to it the way we were doing before. It was just a really weird format that I had everybody helping me participate and do it. It was kind of like a team effort and it just took longer to make episodes happen, even though I think it ended up... The last few episodes were actually pretty good when we revisited it. I just wanted to make it a regular thing, and we couldn't get to it. So, Give Me 5 is on hold for now, but I'll bring it back sometime. I'm sure I will, or somebody else can maybe run with the idea at some point in time. We'll see. What else is happening? Blah blah blah. I think that's about it. I've got some other things in the works, but I don't like making a lot of this news public until it actually happens. Some interesting things I'm trying to happen with some of my more, I guess, esports kind of things. So if they happen, great. If not, you guys don't have to worry about it because I didn't let you know what was going on. All right, thanks for listening to my audio commentary, guys, and we'll talk to you later.